Two attempts have been made to enter this house in North Arlington, Virginia, in the Donaldson Run area. This first clip shows an Asian man at the back door of the house. He tried to get in with a key. He then proceeds to the garage area. And after that, I'm going to show you the date time stamp. But if you can recognize this man, call the Arlington Virginia Police on area code 703, number 558-2222. For your information, this is case number 120316052. Again, call the Arlington Police if you can recognize this individual, and in a minute we'll show you how he approached the house and have a little bit clearer picture of what he looks like. So here he is behind the house after he attempted entry in the back, and at this point we're showing you the date time stamp, which was March 11th, 2012. Here he is approaching the house. You can see he looks not at all impaired, not drunk or anything. Tries to open the door. He looks fine. Later on, you'll see after he comes back up from having tried to open the door behind the house, he looks a little weird. There he is going behind the house. If you can recognize this man, do call the Arlington Police on 703-558-2222. This is case number 120316052. And he returns to the front of the house, now acting perhaps a little impaired. Some strange behavior, tries the door, and then he adopts this rather strange posture. Finally, my final shots of this individual, you see him perhaps going through the bushes. He's out of range of the camera, but the bushes are moving when he's in that side of the porch. So this was the first clip, or first series of clips of an individual in March, an Asian-looking man. If you can recognize this man, please do call Arlington Police. Here he is perhaps going through the bushes. The bushes are shaking when he's just out of range of the camera. So you can be your own judge as to what he might be doing. Now let's go to the second attempted entry into this house. 1 month later, as you can see from the date time stamp. This is April 14th, 2012. It's in the morning at 9:22. At this time you see a white workman pull up. This is going to be a different case number. This case is case 120417055. Let me say that again more slowly. Case number 120417055. Again, if you can recognize this individual, please call the Arlington Police, Arlington Virginia Police, non-emergency number 703-558-2222. Once again, this individual tries the front door several times, establishes that there's nobody home, which is the same thing that the Asian man had done. He made sure nobody was home before he proceeded to the back of the house, or at least nobody was answering the door. If you can identify this individual, please call Arlington Police on 703-558-2222. It's very clear that no one is responding to the bell. Here the individual, he wanders around both sides of the house to the back at one time or at one point or another. His truck seems to be a work truck, although this guy is not really dressed in work clothes. He's casually dressed, but it does not seem to be prepared to work. He goes to the back of the house, and from this camera angle you can see he comes around the other side. We'll show you several more camera angles from the front. Goes, I think, to the side or the back again. I don't know how many times. An interesting point about this attempt to enter the house is that the individual, after being at location for 6 minutes, as you'll see here in a second, goes back to his truck and takes something out of the truck. He also is parked at this location for a full hour, which is a long time for somebody to be hanging around. So here he is, again, a view from the front of the house, and he goes to his truck to take something out, and we really cannot see what it is that he takes out of the truck. And he's still taking, there he gets to the truck, opens the back door, and apparently put something in his pocket, although I don't know what he was really doing. Just another angle from the front of the house, hopefully making it easier for you to identify this individual should you know him. Okay, showing the back of the house here, and at this point you see him pulling on the back door, walks towards the garage, apparently looks up to the windows, I'm not sure for what purpose, to look in, see if he can get in. If you could identify this individual, would you please?